Hey there. We all have a phone, right? It's pretty much always in our pocket. But here's the big question. Are we really in control of it? Well, this short, interactive explainer is going to help us find out together.
It seems like such a simple question, doesn't it? But, the answer can be surprisingly complicated. And that's exactly what we're here to explore. The only thing you need to do is be really honest with yourself as we go through this.
Think of this as just a quick, friendly check-in on your digital habits. There's no judgment here. The only goal is awareness. So, you ready? Let's get started.
Okay, before we actually jump into the questions, the source material suggests it's a good idea to get into the right mindset. It's not just about what you do, but the whole spirit in which you do it. Now, these principles are pretty fascinating. The whole idea is to just be more intentional. For example, that last one, turning mundane moments into meaningful ones. What does that even look like? Well, instead of mindlessly scrolling while you're waiting for your coffee, maybe you use that moment to text a really thoughtful message to a friend you haven't talked to in a while. It's about using this powerful tool with a real purpose.
All right, let's dive in. Go ahead and grab a mental notepad, because it is time for the self-test. Just remember, the whole goal here is honest self-reflection. The instructions are super simple. For each of the next 7 questions, just notice if your honest answer is yes. Keep a running tally in your head. Ready? Here comes the first one. Think about it. You grab your phone to check one quick thing, and suddenly you look up and 30 minutes have just vanished. Does that sound at all familiar?
This is that classic move, right? Scrolling while you're waiting in line. You're not looking for anything specific, you're just filling the time. Is that a yes for you? This is when you get so absorbed that time itself just seems to disappear. You look up from the screen and you're genuinely shocked at how late it's gotten. If so, add it to your count. Now this is a really interesting one because it touches on our social choices. I mean, convenience is one thing, but do you find that you actively prefer texting, maybe to avoid a face-to-face chat? Just think back over the last few months or so. Is your screen time generally trending upwards? It's a simple question, but a pretty telling one. You know that feeling? The buzz. That little red dot. Does it create this almost irresistible urge to check it right now, even when you're in the middle of something else? And finally, do you ever just pull your phone out reflexively? You're not checking anything in particular, you're just looking at the lock screen, almost out of pure habit? Okay, the test part is done. You've answered the questions. You should have your mental count of yes answers. Now let's take a look at what that number might suggest. All right, take a quick second. Tally them up. Do you have your final number? Let's see where you land on the scale that was provided in the source material. Here we go. So according to the source, if you answered yes to 2 or fewer questions, the interpretation is not addicted. A score somewhere between 3 and 5 suggests a mild addiction, and a score of 6 or 7 is interpreted as severely addicted. Okay, now this part is absolutely crucial. Whatever your score is, please don't see it as some definitive medical diagnosis. This isn't about shame, it's not about labels, it is simply a tool to hold up a mirror to your own habits. And this quote, this really gets to the true purpose here. The score's only job is to start a conversation with yourself about your own digital well-being. It's all about empowering you with a little more awareness.
So let's end on this thought. Your number isn't the finish line, it is the starting block. The real question is, what now? What is one tiny, manageable change you can make starting today to feel a little more in control of your tech? Because that's what this is all about. Thanks for exploring this with me.